Welcome, friends. Today we are doing another weekly fragrance rotation. It's just amazing. This is for the week ending the 7th of November 2021. So we will start at the beginning. And on Monday the 1st, it was a nice how Monday falls on the 1st. I like that sort of thing, nice and organised. Yes, as you can tell by the state of my fragrance collection, I like it nice and organised, yeah. Anyway, on Monday, I wore a classic, and this is Koros. If you're wondering why I've got it turned slightly to the side, it's because it disappears when I turn it to the sun. And I don't. It's just the time of year and the time of day. So I wore Koros on Monday. This is vintage Koros. Which vintage, I hear you ask? I'll tell you. This is a Sedex Newly. So this is mid-90s, I want to say. Early 90s, we'll say. Because Sanofi came in the mid to late 90s. That's still a good one. And then before that was Parfums Corps. And before that, it just said made in Paris. So this is my information. Good God, the lid's fucking not very happy. It looks like it's going to come off. Right, you calm down. All right. So I was doing this. And the lid, no. Anyway, that's what I wore on Monday. Very soapy, very animalic. I think this smells like, the story of this is that it's like of a man going in the shower, go in smelling a little bit foul, and that's how it opens. A little bit a bit pissy as well. I don't know if you go into the shower smelling pissy or not. And then you come out feeling very soapy, and that's like the end of it. That's like the end, like the like this is how the fragrance dries down. Something very soapy, very clean, very nice. The vintages are worth digging out. They're becoming more rare now, though. Something I've noticed. The price is going up as well. So grab vintages while you can. Yes, the old ones are disappearing. This is a new partial. You may have been used to my other vintage bottles. I've got quite a few bottles of this, which used to lurk around here, but I got a couple of partials for 60 quid this week. And this is one of them. It's only got about 20, 30 ml, but this will last for ages. So the bonuses of the perks of having a large collection. That's what I wore on Monday. On Tuesday, I went for something completely different. And I wore Arso by Profumum Aroma. I don't know if you can see the stuff there. Arso. This is very similar to Fil en Aiguille by Serge Luton. It is pine, resin, smoke, amber, incense, that sort of jazz. Smells very much like a pine tree on fire. It's lovely. It's really lovely. It's really good. And I bought this because I couldn't find a bottle of Fil en Aiguille for a decent price anywhere. Not in the presentation I wanted. Not in this presentation, the one I just showed you. Couldn't find it anywhere. So I bought Arso, and then a week later, a mate said, "Oh, I've got a bottle of Arso. I've got a bottle of Fil en Aiguille you can buy if you want for a decent price." And I was like, "Oh, yes, all right then." And then 2 weeks later, I found another one which was at a decent price, so I bought that as well. But anyway, I got the Arso, up the Arso, and it is great. It really is very nice, and it's perfect for this time of year, early November, mid-October, into December. It's absolutely sensational. Smoky, piney, sappy. Doesn't change much. None of the Profumum Aroma do. They don't pretend to be something they're not. Good quality materials, good performance. Very linear though, but a very nice smelling scent top to bottom. So on Wednesday, I went for something different again, like another 90-degree change. So this perfume's at a right angle to that last one. I do find myself doing that, like veering off from side to side, which is another perk of having a huge collection. You can wear whatever you like. And so I wore this. This is the second time I've worn this. Oh, you can see that. Let's try and get that a little bit further back for you. There you go. That's beneath a van. The bottles are really very small, very dinky. Bless them. But I wore this. This is like a deep, rich tobacco. I don't get much vanilla from this at all. Little bit sweet. It's not like pure Havana at all. Only on paper, and I don't mean smelling it off a paper strip. I mean like the notes on paper would suggest that these two would smell the same, but they don't. This is miles ahead. This is very, very, very good. I know it's probably the most sought after of the perfumes from this brand, and I can understand why. It's a little bit sweet, but it's a little bit bitter. It's blended perfectly by Eugene's perfumer, using high-end materials, and it is beautiful. It is great. That 50ml bottle will last a long time, especially when you've got a collection, if you've got a collection. But if you're looking for a autumn-winter signature scent, you wouldn't go wrong with this. If you want to spend some extra money, rather than buying loads of like shit stuff off discounters and like cheap, widely available stuff, if you want to spend a bit extra and get one perfume for the autumn and the winter, this would be to smell different and to smell better than everyone else. This would be a very, very good choice if you wanted to do that. There might be a video in there, actually. All these videos where they say, oh, like cheap fragrances to make you smell different. Well, there are a lot of expensive fragrances that smell the same as well, to be fair, So this is one that smells a bit different. It's very, very good. I highly recommend it. At least trying it. You can get sample sets from the brand. Anyway, Thursday, I went with, well, it's a cheapie now. I don't suppose it was ever an expensive perfume, but this is absolutely sensational. This is Lagerfeld Cologne Spray Naturel. This is the vintage. It is made by, I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you'll be able to, but it's made by Parfums Lagerfeld. Can you see that? I don't know that you can. Anyway, it says Parfums Lagerfeld. This is when all the houses used to have their own little perfume factory. This is like, what is this like? Let's have a spray. It's one of those everything fragrances. For me, the stuff that stands out is like a honeyed sort of iris. And then musk. It's definitely like a child of the 70s or 80s. It's really nice. It reminds me of another Les Indomadables actually, but I can't remember which one. I think it's Cuir de Chine. It's got a warmth. It's got a muskiness. It's got a hairy chestiness about it. It's really nice. I'm looking forward to wearing more of this. It was a recommendation from Ramsey, and I'm glad I got it. It's absolutely fantastic. So that's what I wore on Thursday. On Friday, I went out on Friday and poisoned myself. But anyway, I wore this, another tobacco scent. It's Fumery Turk. This is a new arrival. It's absolutely amazing. Couldn't get one in the old bottles, but this is a pretty decent version. And I got it half price as well. All Beauty in the UK had one of their crazy sales where they sell these off for like 140 quid. And it's absolutely outrageous. All I can smell is that Lagerfeld cologne now. I don't think it's a cologne. Just a quick. I think it's an eau de toilette. Doesn't say. How strange. Anyway, Fumery Turk. Fumery Turk is like a deep dark tobacco. It's sort of in the same vein as Vanille Havan, but it's more, strangely more like powdery. It's got like a powdery, like fruity a powdery fruity top, mid, and then more of a like a deep wet tobacco base. It's really good, lasts all day. If you can find these on the internet for cheap, like I managed to, then I would suggest you pick them up, because it's a lot of perfume for the money that. And the bottles, I actually really like these bottles. They're much better than the other new bottles that Serge has brought out. The new bottles, the new versions of this bottle are absolutely shocking. But I really like these bottles. I've got 3 of these. So you can expect to see that soon in a Serge family portrait, which I'm hoping to do at some point. The problem is with Serge, he's got so many scents that like you never know when you're going to add another one. Anyway, yesterday, Saturday, I wore this for the first time in anger. Hortus Sanitatus by Gucci. I got a partial. They've just opened the Gucci counter in my local department store, Phoenix, and they don't stock this. They said it's a London exclusive. And I thought that's strange because I got mine from Germany. And hello to everybody who was involved in that. Christoph, and Klaus, and Moritz. I never dealt with a German I didn't like. They're good lads. So this is very strange when you wear it compared to what it smells like from the cap or what it smells like from paper. It's much more smoky on me. It smells like a modern perfume. It smells like something made like, I know papyrus seems to be this new. Well, no, I don't suppose it is a new note because I've seen it in things like Gucci Pour on One and other things. But this is, I'll just see if I can get that to show a bit better. There you go. Or is that better? That's better. Hortus Sanitatus. The bottle's bonkers. The colour of the bottle is absolutely mad. But I really like it. I can't see me ever using all of this. I've got a partial for like £99. They're like 240 brand new. So it's a lot more smoky on me, and it's got this papyrus note, and I've noticed papyrus like becoming like a much bigger thing recently. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not big on papyrus yet, but this is a big synthetic perfume. There's nothing natural smelling about this, you know? This is definitely like I don't want to say like a captive molecule, but these smell so synthetic. This isn't necessarily synthetic in a bad way. It's synthetic in a decent way. You can get synthetics to work, and you can. What's the camera doing? Oh dear, sorry about that. Yeah, sort yourself out. You can get synthetics to do things for you, but I would like my synthetics to not be obvious. Like, I think that perfumery, people go on about synthetics and naturals, and I think if you do it right, nobody will know you've done it at all. If you can make synthetics smell natural, you should, like, that's the way to go, I think. But that's not what the trend seems to be in perfume. People like smelling like the Sauvage. People like smelling Hortus Sanitatus. People like smelling like that sort of like synthetic. This is applied. It's not a natural look, you know? It's not a natural smell. And I think that's what this perfume does. It's very, very synthetic. But I really do like it. So you can expect to see this again. And last but not least, today I am wearing another classic. I'll add some. I'm going to put some on right now. Hold on. It is Gucci Pour Homme de. Black tea. It's mainly what I get from this. Not much else. There is other things going on, but as it stands, black tea is what I am getting. Big time. Excuse me, just take a drink. Yeah, really like this fragrance. Really rare, really hard. Getting much harder to find now. getting more expensive. Not as bad as its cousin, or its brother or sister. I suppose brother of its Pour Homme 1. But even Gucci Pour Homme, like, I'll show you this one. Derby, up you get. All right, this one, Gucci Pour Homme, right? That's not the first one. There's another one, which was a Gucci Pour Homme released in 1976, which is a completely different fragrance, much more of an Italian cologne. But there we have it. So yes, this is what I wore this week. I will put them all in a line so you can see. Oh no, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. Hortus Sanitatus, Fumery Turk, Lagerfeld Classic Cologne. You can still get this, but it's a cheapie, and I would imagine it would be horrible these days. This is like an original one. And then some Koros as well. And you get Koros. Don't let them cast you out. And there we are. That's what I wore this week. Koros, Arso, Vanilla Van, Cologne Classic, Fumery Turk, Hortus Sanitatus, and Gucci Pour Homme 2. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much. I will see you again. Goodbye.